Hello, I'm Wally Haas. I'm your host for Rockford on the Record. I'm with John Grove of the Convention and Visitors Bureau. And John, you cannot drive through Rockford without seeing some beautiful murals. How did they happen?
A lot of creativity, and people more creative than myself have been painting on big walls over the last couple of years. At the Convention and Visitors Bureau, several years ago now, we brought in somebody from Cincinnati who shared their stories of how these large-scale works of art were created and sustained over many years. And in their community now, they're several years ahead of us. They have, in each of their distinct neighborhoods, they've created these murals. So we were inspired by that, and took some time. But in 2018, we did our first mural commission. In 2019, we started what we now know as Creative, which to date has resulted in 42 large-scale murals being commissioned and created in the city of Rockford, also in Pecatonica, in Roscoe, and Rockton, and in Loves Park. So, an explosion of public art throughout the community through the creative mural process over the last couple of years, and I guess we're just getting started. People want more.
So if I wanted to see all those murals, is there a map that shows me where they all are?
There are physical maps that you can download from GoRockford.com. You can come into our office. We're at the corner of State and Main Street downtown, 102 North Main. But we also have a new website, rockfordpublicart.com. And when you go there, you can get a map, or which is you can use from your phone. It's all geolocation based. You can hit a button that says "Find public art near me," and it'll show you what's closest to you. And you can actually check in if you go to a mural or a sculpture. You can check in, and it's all gamified. So if you check in at 5, you get a certain number of points. If you check in at 10, you get more, and there's prizes to be redeemed at the end.
Hey, we love prizes. So we talk about public art and we talked about murals, but what about the sculptures? How many pieces of sculpture do we have in the community?
It's interesting to start adding them up, in terms of the ones that are on public display, both permanent and the ones that are maybe on temporary rotation, because that's part of one of our programs, Forest City Beautiful, is bringing in biennial installations of art. And so about 50 pieces of sculpture, both temporary and permanent. About 15 are temporary and the rest are permanent. And Rockford is really well known for the permanent collection of art we have. Everything from the Lieberman sculpture, the symbol, down to the Mississippi crab, and just a host of other high quality works of art by nationally and internationally known artists. So we're blessed with it. A lot of people recognize it along the riverfront, along the recreation path by Nicholas Conservatory, but increasingly throughout the region as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of particular to the Rockmen myself.
The Rockmen are favorite, kind of kitschy, kind of cool.
I think so.
Have certainly stood the test of time there since the 80s on the riverfront.
Very good. Thank you very much, John. That's it. Go Rockford.
Go Rockford.
So, that's it for this episode of Rockford on the Record. I'm your host, Wally Haas. Please like our content and subscribe to our channel.